crumbs, Jimmy. It was my favourite wedding. I don't know why it's making me feel so sick.
Pixie, what have you been taking?
Well, just the teensiest, weensiest bit of grass, Mr. Bridges. I don't know how cows can eat it all day. I don't feel well at all.
I can imagine.
Oh, you won't tell Mrs. Reynolds, will you? Because, well, they'll keep you in here forever if you do.
No, Pixie, I won't tell the governor. I want to help you get out of here, not spoil your chances.
Sick.
Oh, Lord. Come on, take that.
What's going on, Bobbie?
You didn't have the guts to finish Ferguson, so we're doing it for you.
Where are they now? What's happening?
You're too late. It's all over by now.
Oh, my God.
Can you make it?
I feel really awful. You must think I'm a dreadful person, but I'm not really.
No, of course not. Just concentrate on getting there,
Oh,
Pixie.
we were having such a lovely chat.
Yeah.
Perhaps if I feel better later on.
Mason, in my top pocket there's a knife. Will you get it? Hurry up, Pixie. Now get the knife out. That's right, and open it. Now open it, Pixie. Go over and cut the sheet. Cut the sheet, Pixie!
They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have.
Oh, geez, shut up, will you? Someone had to.
Yeah, well, why didn't they tell Min about it? She was thinking up something real dreadful to do to Miss Ferguson.
Yeah, well, while she was thinking we would do it anyway, what are you carrying on about? You killed a screw.
Yeah, well, that was different. That was an accident.
Yeah.
Anyone tell us what's going on?
Nothing. I just hurt myself, that's all.
We're not talking about you, Mitchell. Where is everyone?
We've just come from the rec room, and apart from Bryant, no one was there. Why?
Now, how the hell would we know? I've been here most of the night.
Oh, don't tell lies, Bobbie. Were you with them too?
What are you talking about?
Don't treat me like I'm stupid. Were you with them when they killed Miss Ferguson?
She's serious.
Yeah, we strung her up in the shower block.
Stupid.
You leave her alone.
Brenda.
They've killed Ferguson. We've done a fortune.
Well, let's see if it's true first. Come on.
But you stop here.
Oh, why?
Because Min said so.
Come on out. All of you. Come on. Come out. Come on. Come on. You fool. I suppose it was all your idea.
Well, you were too bloody weak to do anything.
It's too late to argue with me. What's your cover story?
What do you mean?
Well, don't waste time, dear. Bridges has already found a what's your alibi. Well, you do have one, don't you?
We didn't have time to think of anything.
Oh, heaven save me from amateurs.
You just bugger off. At least we tried to do
Shut
something.
up.
Well, at least we tried to...
Shut up, Phyllis!
Sorry, love. What do you reckon we should do?
Everyone to the rec room. We've been together all night, all of us, understand? And make it good. Cards, table tennis, television, and lots of noise. Now, for heaven's sake, don't stand there looking so scared. You help them, will you, Lizzie? I'll go and get Bobbie and Cass.
You got trouble, Grandma. Bad trouble.
I don't think so. Go to the rec room.
Go to hell.
Suit yourself, but if you don't, you won't have an alibi.
Now, let me see if I've got this right. There are no rival photographers in the district, correct?
That's right, no competition at all.
And no one else wanted the shop.
It'd been vacant for a long time.
In other words, no one had it in for Paul Reynolds except Ted Douglas and the Fellows gang.
Who else do you need?
Yeah, you certainly pick on the big boys, don't you?
Not from choice, believe me.
Well, it won't matter to them either way. As far as they're concerned, you were instrumental in putting one of them behind bars.
We know that. The thing is, can you prove they planted the photos in Paul's shop?
Well, miracles take a little longer.
But if you can't?
Oh, what? You're not going to throw in the towel now. Now, you listen to me. These criminals, these particular criminals, are very, very clever. At the moment, I can present to the court a squeaky clean character who helped the police nail one of the Fellows gang. Now, that's not a bad beginning. God, this is a dry argument. Whose shout is it?
Oh, sorry, what would you like, tea or coffee?
Wouldn't mind a little scotch.
Mum?
Oh, brandy and dry, please.
I'll get the dry.
I'll get it.
You seem to have your own way of doing things.
Yes. Does it worry you?
No, of course not. As long as Paul doesn't suffer.
Mum, it's for you.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I forgot to ask whether you wanted ice or not.
Oh, did I get any?
Not yet.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's just how I like it.
I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me. I've been called back to the prison.
What's wrong?
That was David Bridges. He just found Joan Ferguson hanging in the shower block.
Oh, hell.
Parker? Oh, no, Mrs. Reynolds, honest, no. I haven't seen Miss Ferguson since tea time.
That's right, Mrs. Reynolds. Mind you, she might have looked in, but we wouldn't have noticed. You see, we were having a lovely game of cards with Sonia and Brenda.
Well, that's right. Mind you, we had to play something Parker understood, so it wasn't very exciting.
It must have been very crowded in here tonight. Harvey, what were you watching on television?
Lizzie made us watch a crummy western with Charles Bronson.
What are you talking about? You all wanted to watch.
No, we didn't, Lizzie.
Quiet!
The pillowcase and the sheet definitely came from Adler's cell, but there's still no sign of her.
When was the last time you saw Adler?
Adler? I don't think I know what she looks like. Wendy Adler, isn't it?
No, Mary. Hate to say this, but I think we've got an escape on our hands.
Okay, get the police. Search the grounds, usual procedure. All right, back to your cells.
Oh, come off it. We didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's not our fault if Ferguson gets herself killed.
Yeah.
Miss Ferguson isn't dead, Hunt. Dr. Collins is looking after her now. Take over, Mr. Bridges.
Come on, ladies, move out.
The picture's still
All right, come on.
Vertebrae seem to be intact. Some heavy bruising around the larynx, but that's to be expected. Is your vision all right? No, don't try and speak. Just squeeze my hand if it's okay. Don't worry, it'll come back soon. You were damn lucky, Joan. Another 30 seconds and it could have been a different story. As it is, you should be up and about in a week or so. Could even be back at work. Now, don't try and move. I'll just go and see if the ambulance has arrived.
Oh, it was dreadful, Lizzie. They said I wouldn't have to smoke any of those awful drugs, but I did. I had to smoke a whole cigarette full of it, and it made me feel all fuzzy. Thank you, Cass. And I was saying the silliest things. I just know I was.
Yeah, well, you can't blame Min for that. Everything went wrong when they tried to kill Miss Ferguson.
Oh, don't, Cassie. I can still see her hanging there like a soap on a rope, all floppy and limp.
Yeah, now, don't you think about it no more, Pix. You'll only make yourself sick again.
God, I wish it would. Might shut her up.
What a dreadful thing to say. I'm very disappointed in you, Lizzie. You were only supposed to frighten her or something like that. Well, not what you did.
Oh, God, get off me back. I said I was sorry. Phil just seemed to take over, and before I knew what was happening, there was Ferguson looking really good with a pillowcase stuck over her head.
Yeah, well, Min's real crook on everyone. I know Miss Ferguson's not a very nice lady, but well, I'm glad she didn't die.
Yes, well, we can thank Mr. Bridges for that. Oh, gosh, he was brave.
Yeah, I've been thinking about him. I reckon he's a bit of a dark horse.
Why?
Well, he told Mrs. Reynolds that he didn't know Mary Adler. He even called her Wendy.
Well, what difference does that make? Oh, I remember now. He was talking to her.
Yes, and I was talking to him about going to see her, and he knew about her then. I reckon he's up to no good.
Yeah? Like what, Lizzie?
I reckon Mary Adler's gone over the wall.
Well, what's that got to do with Mr. Bridges?
Use your head. We both know he was telling fibs. And there can be only one reason for that, can't there? He helped her. I reckon we've got a screw who's going to help us all to escape.
Another one of these and I'll have to stay.
You might have to
It's
anyway.
about-
We could be in for a long night.
Forget it. Look,
We certainly won't be going
if
to bed
Mrs.
till we
Reynolds
find out
got a
what's
minute, could
happening
you
at the
get her to
prison.
call me, please? Thank you. Always happens. Only one person in the entire place I don't know. Her name's Mrs. McKenna. Have a guess who's on the switchboard.
Mrs. McKenna.
Right, and she ain't telling nothing to nobody.
Like I said, we could be in for a long night. What say I put some coffee on? Any takers?
Good idea.
Yeah, I'll be in there.
Why'd I open my big mouth?
Paul was telling me about this Joan Ferguson. Sounds like a nice type.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that's not the point, though, is it? Nobody deserves to die like that.
True. You look worried. What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that whenever something like this happens, the prisoners always end up suffering. I just hate the entire system. It's too impersonal.
Well, why don't you do something to change it?
Take on the department? You've got to be kidding.
Yeah, it did sound a little naive, didn't it? Sorry. Does Anne feel the same way?
Yes. No, I wouldn't have her job for quids. She does all she can, which, believe me, is a hell of a lot.
Wally, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Ask me and I'll tell you.
I gather you and Anne are very close.
Is that the question?
No. Well, I might as well go for broke. How serious are you? What I mean is there any commitment?
Boy, that's a hell of a question without notice.
I know. And I might add that I don't usually throw myself at men like this, so what's the answer?
Are we very fond of each other? Yes. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met. As to the commitment, no. But I would never do anything to hurt her. I'm too fond of her.
Well, that's all I wanted to know. Cheers.
I've told Inspector Guest everything he wants to know, but he has to go through some files, so I've left him in my office.
Oh, OK, I'll check on him later.
Thanks. Look, you don't mind finishing Joan's shift, do you?
If I can do it and civvies, no.
Listen, give me a call if there's any news about Adler, won't you?
Yes, of course, but I really don't think she's in here. I've checked all the work areas. David's done the boiler room, the air plant. They're doing the grounds now.
I wonder if there is a connection.
Between what?
The escape and the murder attempt.
Well, we won't know that until all the police have found Adler.
In a way, I hope it is her, because if it isn't, our would-be murderer is still in here.
Any trouble?
No, things are very quiet.
Probably making up their stories for the police. And won't they need to be good ones to get out of this mess?
What do the bloody kids want anyway? Don't they believe we're in the rec room?
Would you? You must admit it's not the strongest alibi in the world.
Well, you're the one who thought of it.
In a hurry and under pressure, and I'm not saying it won't work. It will, as long as we all stick to it.
Yeah, and don't you forget that, otherwise we'll all cop it.
Geez, I don't know, Min. I'm not much good at telling fibs.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have had to if you morons had used your brains.
Who are you calling names, Yank?
Leave it, kid. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, love, I'm sorry. I forgot all about it. You reckon they'll reach a verdict today?
They already did before the trial even started.
Now, Judy, if I saw a face like yours in the courtroom, I'd think you were guilty too. Cheer up, dear.
Yeah. Don't look so down the dumps, love. We all know you're innocent.
Really? Well, I can remember when you didn't.
Ferguson's out of action, so now's the time to get the grass trade going.
And when she gets back, she sits on us, takes the merchandise, and then we're out of pocket. No, thank you.
But we've got the tape, remember? What's the matter with you? She can't touch us while we've got that.
That's my point. If she gets the money, she gets the tape. If she doesn't get the tape, she gets me.
Okay, I'll get in touch with the fellows gang. I think they'll know how to handle it, don't you?
I wonder if you'd allow me to present this for next month's medical journal, Miss Ferguson. Well, let me explain. By rights, these vertebrae should have been severely damaged. But fortunately for you, the muscle structure of your neck is extremely strong. Well, there's still damage, of course, but nothing we can't take care of.
When can I get out?
Well, we won't worry about that for a while, will we?
I have to. I have to get back to work.
Now, come on. You really must be sensible. Statistically, you shouldn't even be alive. Now, you just rest and leave everything to us. If you need anything, give Nurse a buzz. All right?
Who found the hole in the fence?
I did, Mrs. Reynolds. It was only a fluke, though. It's behind those 44-gallon drums near the old tool shed.
Explains why it wasn't found last night.
It also explains where Adler was during that exercise period.
Nope, I can't go along with that. I supervised that period. She wasn't there.
You sure?
I did ask about her once, and the women said she was in the toilet block.
It's starting to sound like a team effort. What about you, David?
Nothing. But then again, I didn't ask for her.
Well, the police are putting out an all-points bulletin, and they're questioning the women while they're investigating Joan's hanging.
Why? Do they think there's a connection?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, yes. Has the minister been in touch?
No. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
He will be.
Oh, I'll mess it up, Min. I know I will.
Oh, of course you won't, Cass. All you got to do is tell the truth. Well, not quite. Just say what we're all going to say.
Yeah. What's that?
For God's sake, Cass, we've been talking about it all morning.
Well, I'm real sorry, Lizzie, but it's real confusing. I know I've got to say I was in the rec room.
Playing cards, dear. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Who with?
Sonia and Bobbie.
Sonia and Brenda. God, Cass, you've got a mind like a sieve.
Now, Lizzie, she's doing her best.
Cards in the rec room with Sonia and Brenda. I was playing cards in the rec
No,
room
it
with
wasn't so
Sonia and
pathetic. It
Brenda.
could be funny.
I wouldn't laugh if I was you, Sonia.
Really?
Who were you playing cards with?
Sonia and Brenda.
Does that answer your question, dear?
May I have your attention, please,
I was
ladies?
in the rec room
The
playing
police
cards.
are
I checked
here,
it.
and they want to see you one at a time. So we'll go in alphabetical order. Lizzie, you come with me.
Now, don't forget, Lizzie, he was in the rec room playing cards with Sonia and Brenda.
Not me! Bloody hell, I give up.
Oh, hi.
Hi yourself. You're down on the left.
What?
The photo. It's crooked.
Oh.
G'day, Will. Be with you in a minute.
No hurry. Talk to the hard help.
She's not very good, but she works cheap.
I didn't expect to see you here. Trouble?
Oh, no, not really. Just a few questions I forgot to ask last night. Well, I was going to take Paul up to my place in the hills so we could work uninterrupted, but you can see what happened.
Sounds like we have something in common.
And what's that? She inquired eagerly.
A place in the hills. Oh, it's only a shack, but it sure beats hell out of living in the city.
Yeah, somewhere sort of nice and quiet where you can think about real things. If you know what I mean.
I certainly do. Sounds like we live in the same neck of the woods.
Excuse me. Yes, well, it'd be even nicer if we lived in the same shack, wouldn't it?
Oh, it sure is good for the ego, but...
Yeah, I know. Don't say it.
Hey, you two. I'd kill for a cuppa.
Coming up. What would you like, Sam? I'll put the kettle on.
Really lousy for the John, Mum. Reminds me of her cooking.
Yeah, sure Dad will be glad to hear that. What's the matter with you, you stupid bitch? What's the point of setting her up if you lot go and kill her?
I had nothing to do with it. Anyway, she's not dead. They took her to Wentworth General.
Well, that's just as bad. How the hell is Don supposed to get the money from her in there?
Well, he can wait till she gets out. That's simple enough, isn't it? Well?
No. No, it isn't. Don's been playing funny buggers. And he's been putting the squeeze on fellows too.
You're kidding.
Wish I were. That's why he has to get the money from Ferguson today. He has to disappear, and quickly.
Now listen, Jack. I don't care what he does so long as I get my cut. If he can't do it, then you get the tape and you do it. But do it with me.
Right.
Something wrong, Mr. Fellows?
Who was the clown that did the tally last night?
Trevor, why?
Get rid of him. If I've done my sums correctly, he's been a naughty boy.
Right. We still owe him for a week. Do I pay him? Right.
You didn't tell me what happened to that Reynolds kid.
Oh, yeah, that's all fixed. We planted the photos and the law hit him with a porno charge.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I told your brother.
Tell me, Ray. I'm the man. I paid the bread, okay?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Now, what's on the agenda?
Well, the grass drop at Wentworth went okay.
Your license paper for Brenda Hewitt?
That too. She should start producing soon.
Good. We should keep her there. She's useful. Yes, I've been thinking about our greedy friend with the information.
You want me to talk to him?
I want you to waste him. Today. You're being very foolish. I can't be held responsible if you don't take treatment.
Good. You're off the hook then. I have to sign out.
Miss Ferguson, please, you do have some ligament damage, and I'm still not sure how your larynx will react after treatment. You need at least 3 days in traction.
Listen, if you want to see me, I'll be back in a couple of days. Right now, I've got things to do.
Mrs. Donovan.
Please, Inspector, all my friends call me Minnie.
All right. Minnie. Now, if I'm to believe you, all the women were in the recreation room at the time Miss Ferguson was attacked. Is that right?
Now, let me see. There was Lorna, Jill, Jacko, No, Pixie was with Mr. Bridges, but I've already told you that. Poor love, she was feeling a little off colour and a... Oh, yes, now where was I? Oh, yes. Jacko, Peg, Frida...
Yes, we've already been through
I
it.
can't tell you where Mary Adler was. I understand the silly girl's gone missing. Any news of her yet, Mrs. Morris?
Donovan! I'm getting a bit sick of this game. Now, either you start telling me the truth or I'm going to charge all of you with attempted murder. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, yes, perfectly clear, but I wouldn't advise it. I mean, I'm sure it's a good, safe way to catch the guilty party, but it is a little indiscriminate, isn't it? Some of your superiors may think that you, well, to put it in a nutshell, took the easy way out. Hardly the stuff promotions are made of. Now, what else did you want to ask me?
Well, I don't know, Randy. I reckon you've got to be wrong. Mrs. Morris is a real nice lady. She's done an awful lot for us, too.
That's your opinion.
Well, anyway, she couldn't have done nothing to you.
Well, she did. And she'll pay for it, I can promise you that.
Now, don't you go doing nothing rotten, because Hey, Min! Hey, how are you, Min?
Oh, quite well, thank you, dear.
How'd you go with him, love? He wasn't too happy when I left him.
Nervous man, wasn't he? I don't think he's getting the job satisfaction that he'd like.
All right, ladies, come along, keep moving.
Oh, yeah, Min. Hey.
Goodlove, join the others.
Yes, Mrs. Morris, I will. I'd just like to tell you something, if you've got time.
Well?
I've been thinking about what happened between us, and, well, I understand how you must have felt. I don't think any mother would want her son to marry a prostitute. I know I wouldn't.
That wasn't my objection, Randi. If Marty had known the truth and still wanted to marry you,
I know I lied, but I panicked, Mrs. Morrison. I panicked because I really did love Marty, and I thought you were going to take him away from me. I just want you to know that I'm sorry.
All right, Randi. Thank you for telling me.
How are the interviews going?
Well, this morning's lot turned up nothing, as expected. I mean, the women still sticking to their story that they were in the recreation room. I think the police are wasting their time.
I was afraid that might happen, but we've got to do something, Meg. I mean, it's attempted murder. We can't just let it go. It'd be ridiculous.
Well, unless Joan can tell the police more, I mean, I just don't see what we can do. Oh, well, I better go and get David. The women are due in the dining room.
Well, thanks for keeping me up to date.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. I've just had a call from Wentworth Hospital.
Is Joan all right?
Depends what you mean by all right. Apparently she just signed herself out.
What? That could be dangerous.
Of course it could. She could suffer permanent spine damage. But apparently Frederick said he just couldn't stop her. Oh, I thought I'd let you know anyway.
Well, thanks, Scott. Did you know whether she went home or not?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't on her way here.
I hope she doesn't know more than she's been telling us.
And I hope she doesn't intend to deal with her attackers personally.
Mrs. Morris, I meant to ask you before. Do you think I could see Mrs. Reynolds sometime this afternoon?
All right, I'll take you through after lunch.
Thank you. It'll only
Oh,
take a minute.
gosh, Mrs. Morris, I'm awfully sorry. I'm running late. I didn't hurt you, did I?
No, Pixie, you didn't. Come on, go and join the end of the queue.
I tell you, we got it, mate. Bloody cops don't know what's going on.
What would you know? You haven't even seen them yet.
Well, I've been talking to the other girls and they reckon they've all stuck to that story we made up, that's how.
Yeah, well, don't forget we didn't make it up. It was Min's idea.
Yeah, I know that. It's just that I reckon it's great to see the cops getting nowhere fast, that's all.
Yes, the girls did very well and I'm proud of them.
How could they miss? It was such a brilliant story. I mean, real top-dog material.
Oh, I'm glad you think so, Sonia. Thank you. Just make sure you stick to it. I don't think the girls would be too happy if you let them down. Do you?
No, sir, there was no slackening of security. We always stick to departmental procedures. Well, excuse me, but... Come in. Yes, sir? Well, no, I'm sorry, that's not true. I put in a request for more staff 4 weeks ago. If you... Well, that's hardly my fault, is it? If you wish. Goodbye.
Trouble?
Yes, the minister.
Oh. Well, I have Goodlove outside. We can come back later if you
Oh,
like.
no, I may as well see you now. Goodlove? Yes, Goodlove, what can I do for you?
I just wanted to pick up the receipt for my necklace.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What necklace?
Oh, I don't suppose Mrs. Morris has had a chance to tell you yet. It's a really beautiful necklace, and that's why I didn't hand it over when I came in here. I know I should have. Anyway, I realise now Mrs. Morris was right. Somebody might steal it, and I'd hate that to happen.
Of course. Well, give it to me, and I'll have it put with your things.
Oh, well, I haven't got it. I gave it to Mrs. Morris just before lunch.
I beg your pardon? You did no such thing.
Mrs. Morris, I did. You must remember we talked about the diamond...
I just don't forget diamond necklaces, Goodlove. This is ridiculous, Mrs. Reynolds.
Hold on, Meg. What happened when you handed the necklace over?
Well, nothing. Mrs. Morris put it in her pocket and walked away.
You're up to something, Goodlove.
Don't touch your pocket. Show me your hands. Over. Do you have any objection to Goodlove looking, Mrs. Morris?
Of course not.
I'm sorry about this, Mrs. Morris, but... It's gone. What the hell have you done with it?
Are you sure there was a necklace?
Of course I am. The other women saw it. Ask them. Where is it? You know bloody well it was in your pocket.
Mrs. Reynolds, I want to undergo a body search and a locker search straight away.
Yes, I think perhaps you should.
All fixed. Sorry to keep you waiting, Miss Ferguson.
How long is this going to take?
2 more signatures, that's all. Now, you do understand about the caveat on your house?
Just show me where to sign.
Yes, of course. There you are. Just sign next to the crosses.
Money. Where's the money?
No worries there. Everything's been cleared, so you'll have the cheque in your hand in half an hour.
I want cash, please.
Miss Ferguson, $10,000 is a lot of money.
24% is a lot of interest. Now, do I sign these or not?
Yes, of course. If you'll excuse me, I'll get the accountant to draw on the cheque. Won't be a moment.
If you're not going to work, Birdsworth, why don't you get out of the way?
What's the matter with you? I'm not hurting anybody.
Now, Lizzie, don't upset Sonia. She's a little worried about the police, aren't you, dear?
Oh, don't, Minnie. I'm next. And, well, I'm sure they're lovely men, but they sort of stare at you, don't they?
Look at her. She's got a face like a well-smacked bun.
What happened? What did you say to the police?
Don't panic. I stuck to our story.
Oh, then what's wrong, Randi? You look awfully upset.
Wouldn't you be? Some bastard stole my necklace.
Oh, geez, not that woman big real diamond.
Well, how many necklaces do you think I've got in here?
Served you right for flashing it around. Know who took it?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, you just tell us. We'll get it back for you.
No way. That little pleasure is all mine.
Excuse me, ladies. Cass, you're the next interview.
Oh, but I thought I was Mr. Bridges.
No, Pixie, I told them you were with me the whole time.
Did you? Did you really? Oh, thank you.
Good on you, Mr. Bridges. You're a real good sport.
Oh, thanks, Lizzie, but I only told them the truth.
So what? You're our favourite officer. And I wouldn't be surprised if you helped Mary get over the wall when she tried to escape.
No, I wouldn't go spreading that around if I were you. I'd lose my job.
Go on with you. I reckon you'd leave the gates open for all of us.
You'd all be free then. Well, we better go, Cass.
Jeez, Min. Don't worry, dear. Cards, remember? You can do it.
Yeah. Cards. Rec room. Sonia and Brenda.
You know what? I bet he helped Mary get over the wall, or else I'm a monkey's uncle. We've got it made.
But that's incredible. Didn't your son have any idea at all?
No. Oh, I'm not surprised. You should have seen the act she put on. All innocence and truth. Oh, she'd make a very good actress.
And now she's got it in for you. But why this story about a diamond if it didn't exist?
Well, I think it does.
Yeah, well, the search didn't
Yes,
produce
I know. But didn't you see the look on her face? I mean, she really expected to find it. Now, I think there is something. I think we ought to organise a cell search.
Oh, too risky. They're under a fair amount of pressure now. If we threw a cell search at them, we could have a riot on our hands.
True. Well, what do you think we should do?
Something as valuable as that is sure to cause trouble eventually. I think we should just keep our eyes open. Good afternoon, Anne Reynolds speaking. I see. Thank you. Goodbye. Damn.
What's wrong?
They're sending Judy Bryant back. She got 5 years.
How are they handling the interview? Heavy or light and friendly?
A little of both from what I've seen. I wouldn't worry too much. They're only doing their job.
Who's worried? I'm married to a cop, remember?
Oh, yes, of course.
Makes me less than popular around here, in case you hadn't noticed.
Are the women giving you trouble?
Well, nothing I can't handle. I could quite like it in here if I could sneak in a few home comforts. But I need help.
How would you sneak them in?
I hear you're the helpful type. Let's face it, I need a friend. I don't know what it's like being locked away in here all the time.
You shouldn't be. None of you should. The whole idea of prison is wrong. Would you like to be free?
Sure. What are you going to do? Open the front gate and give me my bus fare?
No, because that wouldn't work.
You're serious, aren't you?
If you are,
When?
I'll let you know. Don't worry. It'll happen.
Now, ladies, we have a situation here. Shall we say this is a bus stop? When suddenly a drunken old lady...
Hey, not so much of the old lady, if you don't mind.
Sorry, dear. You don't object to being drunk?
Of course not. I just wish I could be.
Watch Lizzie closely, everyone, and see if you can pick her technique. Thank you, Lizzie.
Oh, if I had the wings of an angel, from these prison walls I would fly, and I fly to the Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm stopping you from picking me pocket. You can't, can you?
Of course I can't. Strike a light. This was supposed to show you how you do it. People don't do that when they're waiting for... Oh, God.
Oh, geez, Lizzie, what's the matter?
Oh, me. Take it. Oh, God, it's hurting. Something's
What can I
changed.
do? Oh, well, no, you better lie down, Lizzie. Oh, jeez.
Oh. You're brilliant, Lizzie.
And I wasn't even trying.
Oh, now, come on, just a minute. What's been going on?
That wasn't very fair, Lizzie.
I'm sorry, love, but I had a rotten customer.
Oh, I get it. You mean you done that just so you could... Yeah, it's gone.
Here you are, Cassa. Here you are, Ronnie. Here, Elaine.
And here, Frida. And you? Where'd you get that?
Oh, you bitch. It was you. Why the hell didn't you leave it in Morris's pocket?
What was it doing there, Randi? Mrs. Morris minding it for you?
Like hell. I had her nicely set up until this idiot went and ruined everything. All right, hand it over.
No, I don't think so. You gave it away. You obviously didn't want it. Pixie very cleverly acquired it, and I think she should keep it. Everyone agree?
Oh, my.
There you are, dear. Now put it somewhere safe, won't you?
Yep. Who? I can't hear you.
Joan Ferguson.
Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to ring you all day.
Getting the money. Now bring the tape over and I'll give it to you.
Don't be stupid, Ferguson. You bring it.
I can't, Baxter. I'm not well.
Well, tough, lady. If you want that tape, you come here for it. I'm not walking into a house full of cops with a thing like that in my pocket.
All right. Where do you live?
A taxi will pick you up. You wait.
Wally,
Oh, hey, don't come in yet.
what are you doing?
Just a little something from Madame after a hard day at the office.
Free dinner bubbly. Very posh.
Not really. It's just domestic champagne, actually. I was going to make some horses' duvers for you, but you were too quick. How come you're home so early?
Oh, well, I'd finished my paperwork and, let's say the place was just getting me down. Police all over the place and other things.
Good thinking. Anything I can help with? I'm a good listener.
I know. You're a rotten drink waiter, though.
Ah!
Oh, God!
Oh, don't worry about that. Get me your glass. Come on.
Oh, God, Wally. Look, you're soaking. Go and take your clothes off.
God, you're subtle.
Don't be dirty.
Why not? Care to give me a hand?
Oh,
yes. You will be gentle with me, won't you?
Oh, Andrew, thank you. It's really lovely. You really should.
I'm sorry we can't put you back in your old dorm, Judy, but perhaps later on.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter, does it? At least I got my old uniform back. You know something? My name was still on the collar. They must have been expecting me.
Come on, Judy, you mustn't give in.
Yeah, I got so much to live for, huh?
Judy, will you get Joan Barfield, please?
Yeah?
Orange juice.
Don't you believe it? Cheers. How are you feeling?
A little more human. Amazing what that place can do to you. At least I can walk away from it. Judy can't.
Oh, no. We discussed that. We're to help Judy, not feel sorry for her, right?
Okay. Wouldn't like to sit in the governor's office for a while, would you?
No, thank you. I'm having enough trouble in the kitchen. Oh, which reminds me. Oregano and thyme, where is it?
A right-hand cupboard above the stove.
No, oregano, but no thyme. Where else would it be? Anne? Hey, Dreamer, where else? Oh, no, it's okay. It was hiding behind the papadums.
Who'd do a thing like that to poor little Pix? She wouldn't even harm a fly.
I blame myself, really. I should have minded that necklace for her.
Of course. God, I'm dumb. I didn't even think of that.
You mean somebody donged it just for a lousy diamond? Come off it. People have been donged for a lot less than that in this lousy dump.
But how could they get rid of it? I mean, if it showed up, we'd know who'd done it, wouldn't we?
Well, why wait that long?
What do you mean, Bobbie?
Well, it's got to be Randi, doesn't it? I mean, after all, it was her stuff.
That's right, but I don't think she'd be as obvious as that. Any other suggestions?
Geez, I don't like dobbing people in, but Tracy Dixon was saying she'd do anything to own a diamond like that, and she wasn't joking either. You should have heard her.
Anyone know where Tracy is?
Oh, she was rusted on the laundry after lunch, wasn't she?
Yeah. Oh, she must have gone to the workshop instead.
No, I just did a pick-up there and she wasn't there then.
Somebody must have seen her. Couldn't have just vanished.
Mary Adler did. First Mary, then Dixon. I reckon our friendly Screw's been at work again.
God, you're not still on about that, are you? Why would he go to all that trouble just for us?
Well, who cares? I'll tell you something for nothing. He can get me out of this dump any time he likes. Just name his price and I'm off.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all